Bro, in this day and age, I am at a loss for words concerning the decline of morality in this world. Remember 11 years ago when the very first efforts to normalize homosexuality were becoming mainstream? People were having their pride marches, and then Obama declared June to be National Pride Month and so forth. Before that time period, however, we went through a period of time where LGBT sentiments sounded like a far-fetched agenda for society to try and make acceptable. Fast forward to now, and trannies and freaks from all initials of the LGBTQP movement are now a protected class of society. And now there's a new agenda being pushed. And the same vibe of forceful social conditioning that we had back then with the LGBTs can be felt in the same way that they're trying to push pedophilia onto the masses.
But down here is a button right here on her privates. And if you push those, she makes these sounds. Like a gasping sound.
It started off subtle over the years, but man, now it's getting bold as hell with the release of movies like Cuties that depict literal 10 to 13-year-old girls that are built like somebody's annoying little sister twerking they frail little behinds. What in the actual... I ain't seen this movie, and I'm not gonna see this movie. I've watched a few reviews of the movie on YouTube, and that's enough for me. Watch this guy's video here for more proof of what I'm talking about. But man, this ish has gone way too far. From what the guy outlined in his video, there are several 3-minute montages of 11-year-old girls shaking and twerking their behinds. Got film directors telling grown-ass cameramen to get close-up shots of the crotch and underage booty for this film. Bro, what the... What? Are you freaking serious? Like, there was even a scene that was exposed to basically show the main character of the film, 11-year-old Amy, stealing some grown man's phone and using it to take a picture of her bare self so she can post it online. There was another scene that depicted some young little girl trying to blow up a used condom like a balloon. I'm telling you, watch this guy's review of this movie that they're trying to release, that they released on Netflix, and see what the hell they trying to justify in this sick world. The part that really makes my blood boil is the fact that you got idiots like the executives of Netflix as well as celebrities like Tessa Thompson standing behind this film like it's acceptable. People in this world gotta stop allowing celebrities and corporations to determine what's acceptable for society. Netflix was even asked by a customer if they support pedophilia, and they couldn't even give a freaking straight answer. The fact that they couldn't even give a straight answer alone shows that things are changing for the worse, people.
Hi Netflix, do you support pedophilia? Do you support bestiality? Do you support racial lynchings and hate crimes? Do you support Hitler? No, a simple yes or no will suffice.
Netflix be like,
well, we cannot really comment on that.
Really? You can't just simply say yes or no?
Well, we support individual creativity and art from all walks of life and stuff.
Oh, so a little 11-year-old girl shaking her underdeveloped twat in the camera is what's considered art these days. Can I just move to another planet, please? Because, man, I'm done with these earthlings, bro.
now, the director of the film, a young, beautiful, but idiotic retard of a film director.
My name is PaymoneyWubby and I'm the director of Cuties.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that, so I ain't even finna try. Says that the film was made to shed light on society's over-sexualization of children these days. Funny, until the release of this movie, I've never seen any mainstream films, video games, TV shows, or cartoons that depict literal 11-year-old girls twerking and acting seductively in front of grown Thanos voice-having men. That could just be me, though. If any of you have seen some mainstream content boldly depicting children doing adult sexual acts that is also being promoted by song giants like iTunes, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, Prime, Spotify, etc., then I stand corrected. However, even though I've seen evidence of society trying to subtly push the pedophile agenda on the world, i.e., children in explicit adult music videos like Iggy Azalea's Pussy song, Or the song that she did a few years back, Mo Bounce, that has children in a video with grown yeast infection women shaking their behinds. I still don't really see the precedent for this film Cuties, because even though there's a push to turn children more sexually active, whether through the educational system or through toys or weird kid shows, I still have not seen anything bold as day as this film Cuties, showing little pre-puberty children dropping it like it's hot. And I've most certainly never heard or seen of this kind of mess being promoted by mainstream sources like Netflix. I'm just saying, I'm 24 years old and I'm not stupid. You can't tell me that you walked up and shot somebody in the head with an AK-47 to teach bystanders that homicide is wrong. You can't tell me that you set a hospital building on fire to teach onlookers that arson is wrong. You can't tell me that you robbed a bank at gunpoint and then proceeded to live large off the money from the robbery to prove a point that bank robbery is wrong. And so you can't film a freaking 10-year-old girl shaking they behind for a grown man in some softcore child porn fashion and then publish it to the whole world to teach people that child exploitation and child pornography and child sexualization is wrong.
Give me a break!
And anybody that can't see this needs to be assaulted in the back of the head with a bag of freaking common sense. To think that we're living in the most hopeful freaking time period for pedophiles in the whole world right now. In California, they just passed a law, SB 145, that makes it so that when some freak put their disgusting hands on your 12-year-old daughter, he doesn't have to register with the sex offender list if he's 22 years old, giving sex offenders a 10-year age difference of permission to violate your children, basically. Figures this bill would be introduced by some weirdo with the last name Wiener.
Hi, I'm Senator Wiener, and I think 22-year-olds should be able to show their wiener to your 12-year-old daughter without having to register as a sex offender and stuff.
Y'all wonder why God hit California with a flamethrower on some destroy Sodom and Gomorrah-ish. Man, I'm glad that Netflix is catching all this smoke over this disgusting film. Bro, I hope Netflix stock crashed the same way a pedophile's heart rate does when they hear Chris Hansen tell them to take a seat on that stool over there.
Hey, how are you? I'm good. Good. Why don't you have a seat right on that stool, please? Sure.
I'm thoroughly shocked, disgusted, and disappointed at the moral state of this world. But the scriptures say that the earth has been given unto the hands of the wicked, and that good would be called evil, and evil would be called good. We're living in a Luciferian ass backwards society that will call you evil for having an opinion on issues like this. And it's only gonna get worse, fam. I'm truly scared for the future generations that will succeed my own. I'm Elijah Yarreich. If you like my content, subscribe to me and click the notification bell so you can be updated on future content that I intend to upload. Also, check out the links in the description as well so you can see the link to the guy's video outlining this Cuties nonsense. I also want to thank all of you, those of you who have checked out the links in the description of my videos in the past with the intent of supporting my work. I'm sorry I haven't been as active on YouTube, fam. I will definitely be more active in the coming future, but right now I've been focused on schooling for some things that I'm not really going to talk about right now, but I have a good cause as to why I haven't been so active on here over the past year and a half. I will reveal it in due time though, with the intent of putting y'all on as well, y'all willing. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and say peace to those of you with common sense.